All right, guys, we are back for the draft. We are now on Volskaya Foundry. I almost screwed up the name there. Volskaya Foundry and Volska Foundry, I guess, would be more of like the crazy kind of Russian pronunciation or botched Russian pronunciation that I'm making up for it. So immediately we're seeing the respect ban onto that Garrosh, which that brutal combo, which now means Phoenix is potentially in the hands of Project XD. So it'll be interesting if they opt
Yeah.
to go that way or not.
Now, Phoenix, very strong contender right now, and I constantly see him being banned. And if he isn't banned, I'm usually trying to play him. But yeah, uh, Phoenix, what can he do? I mean, they banned the Garrosh, obviously a very strong character in the team of Hand Banana. Do you think the Phoenix will be picked?
I hope so. He's so good. Like to kind of like give it to your opponent is really scary, to be honest. At least to me, it's really scary to like opt to not take him out of that the hands of your enemy.
Yeah. So they do opt to pick him up, which is very good pick in my opinion. On especially on this map, he can get a lot of value on his Q build if he decides to go that route.
Yeah,
Stukov, however, Banana want that Stukov, and Stukov is one of my personal favorite characters on this map. His silence is invaluable. He can safely put that out while people just kind of jump in on the point. And Diablo, obviously with APOC combined with silence, very strong.
yeah. Diablo and Sukhov are a killer combo, and I'm glad they did pick up that Phoenix. It'll be interesting because Thrall can help lock down people with the Phoenix, but you don't see Thrall too often. But this is a great map for him. Uh, I mean, at post Crash Lightning nerf, he kind of fell off again, but on this map, he can get a lot of sacks really easy because there's no one there except other enemy members, and so you don't have to worry about it, bouncing off of the creep wave. You just get your free stacks the longer you can actually deal with it. But what's interesting is that they chose Lucio over the Malfurion as well.
Yeah, Lucio, this is actually a pretty good map for Lucio. He has a lot of wall ride potential if he decides to go that route. He gives a lot of people mobility just to kind of get in and out. Combined with the Thrall, I feel like Thrall is probably going to use the Earthquake just to kind of help Phoenix set up. And in case something goes wrong, Lucio just kind of speed boost people out of there.
Yeah, with EQ, you can help prevent a Diablo from getting in a good position to Q charge. To be fair, though, his range on Q is pretty large, but the EQ will basically give free damage to Phoenix. He basically just goes in, uses his heroic, and annihilates the team while they're all slowed. And we're gonna get the spicy Medivh pick here. So you said you've seen Medivh in action from Hand Banana before. Um, is it going to live up to the hype?
Yeah, I feel like Ham Banana, this is their trump card, if you will. I've seen it firsthand. They obviously know what they're doing with this character. And they when I feel like Medivh is going to be like their go-to character in case they feel in awkward or they don't feel right about their team that they're playing. Medivh's was he like a really high ban rate, like almost 90% in HGC or more, and he's always first banned. And the reason why is because when you're a coordinated team, he brings so much enabling and just tools to the team that the other team can't really handle, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Especially when you're fighting just in constantly back and forth skirmishes, he can provide so much mobility, protections, pokes, just ways to gank people, and vision. Vision is a huge part in this game, and knowing what your team is doing can help your team, effectively rotate and counter.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge thing to have the appropriate rotations. I think rotations one of the hardest things for most people to get their minds around in terms of like what is a good rotation, what is a bad rotation, um, where is the enemy, where should I be, because where could the enemy be, and the final pickups we're going to see ETC and Kel'Thas with the Li Ming as the final pickup for Pan Banana. Right now, if I'm going to have to like choose taking this, despite the OPOP pick on Proyect XD, Pan Banana's comp looks really scary right now. Um, I'm gonna have to put that hand banana in my hand basket, take it with me home.
Yeah, Li Ming, exceptional poking, Stukov silence, Medivh, just the amount of utility he's going to bring for his team, and the Sonya and Diablo just raining havoc in lanes and on team fights. Seems pretty good. But Proyect, they do have some really good counters. KT, I mean, obviously he's got some really great AoE burst. ETC maybe might go into mosh pit on this one. Phoenix can follow up with some slows. Thrall can get that 1v1 against the Sonya if he needs to. Lucio, the heals are going to be really crucial into seeing if this team can survive against Hand Banana.
Yeah, absolutely. So now jumping on into this game. So on the left, we have a Mosher on the Stukov this time around. Ray finally loaded in on that Diablo. We got the Sammy YYC, so extra long Sammy C on the Liu Ming. And we got the Fop on the Sonya again. And that is. Where is the Medivh? Medivh is up in the air. He's a bird. He's a plane. And he is Draco. And that is Hand Banana.
Yep. Project, they got Sandroy. He's going to be playing ETC. Apocalypse on the Phoenix. Evieto on Thrall. ADN on Lucio. And Goodenan on the KT.
The nice thing for Proyect XD is they have better wave clear this game, and it was kind of the opposite situation, I believe, last game where the wave clear wasn't any better. But this time, Medivh doesn't really wave clear unless you're sitting in the wave, letting him Q you and the wave simultaneously. Brawl can clear pretty fast. Kael'thas is super fast, and they're exploiting the fact they have Lucio. They can rotate between these lanes super fast.
Looks like we have 4 on top, which is very interesting.
Yeah, they don't have
Leaving
Stukov.
Stukov in the middle.
They should take advantage of this as best as they can, Proyect. They really should get out some more damage because they could catch him in the rotation by sitting in the bush. If they sat in the bush, they catch him out without a Stukov, and they could potentially get themselves, an early first blood. And with their wave advantage, wave clear advantage, they'll be able to really, really cause some havoc onto the rotations of Hand Banana. So
Yeah, Medivh just kind of isolating top lane, given vision, helping his team understand when they're rotating top. And meanwhile, bottom lane is just kind of a Phoenix Sonya, small poking.
yeah, at this point, we're now finally getting the plasma cutter to get some stacks there. It's interesting that they have this laning setup. He can obviously clear this pretty easily, but he can get out of there really, really quickly, and he could win the trades against Sonya once he have his shields up. He just out trades, and with the toughest nails, he can actually heal up with auto fight. He basically needs to back off, tap, spin to win on top. That's the only way able to sustain.
Yeah, tough as nails makes sense though when you're going against a Phoenix
Yep.
because that's all he has is just basic attacks, and his best basic attack, the most damaging one is the ball grenade, and that comes out really slow. So those actually, he gets a lot of value out of using, the war paint or toughest nails. Sorry.
Yeah, he definitely gets a lot of value out of that when he gets his AoE clear, because that's what he's going to be focusing on most of the time, is just trying to clear the waves with the AoE damage. And if you're sitting in that trying to fight Sonya, Sonya is going to get so much value. But Han Banana now getting on this point. Um, they have the wave control. They have a little bit of an XP lead, and they're going to get themselves a nice lead to start things off here. And Li Ming can just poke from afar in the meantime, because ETC and Thrall are sitting in the top lane instead of rotating down here.
Yeah, good capture though by Thrall, getting that siege camp, providing that lane pressure top. And looks like they don't care too much right now. They know they have a little bit more time to actually jump on this point if they want. And
Yep.
with that being said, top actually rotates to mid, and they're about to group up and look like they want to contest this.
Yeah. Bless me. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was perfectly done. And they said, you know what, we're gonna get more pressure on top. They took down a tower there, and we can get back in position. They're gonna go and rotate away. We'll get ourselves an XP lead. Medivh is down there, helps them hit 7. He'll be able to come on back. But now they have actual, positional control of this point, which means they have an advantage. Diablo is looking for people to come in that he can queue them into the walls. Now, in the middle of the point, there's nothing for him to hit you into, unless, of course, you're standing right next to the wall, which Kel'Thas almost was. Now there's the engagement. They dropped the turret. They've pushed out Proyect XD, but they need to get back on here because they already have 90%. They're all getting a nice route. They're coming back in. Okay. Oh, they're getting clumped up. There's the slide, but say goodnight to
Oh,
our
H's
Rock
about to go
God.
down.
Yeah, there he goes. Our sweet
Man,
Rock
that
Lord.
turret doing work.
Oh man, that's a second kill. The bomb though, is it going to spread? No, he manages to survive. The bio kill switch coming on out. The FOP has been pushed off the point, and they're retaining control of it. Thankfully, on the side, looks like Lucio
Yeah.
has been down for the count. Like they'll need the pause. There we go. Pause coming on out. So in the meantime, taking a look at the talents, we have the full build that we saw last game for Sonya. We have the Diabolical Momentum. We have Raven's Intellect, Mage Armor, uh, and we have the Arcane Explosion. I heard Mage Armor isn't actually working appropriately. I don't know if that's the case or not. We also have the Lurking Arm builds coming on out. We have Power Hungry, the Dominance, the Calamity. And on the other side, we're going to see Manatide, interestingly. I don't usually see Manatide picked up. And then the Ancestral Wrath, which is actually really good because it's a Diablo taking 15% of their HP as damage. Um, that's a lot.
Yeah, definitely targeting the Diablo. But is it enough against Medivh shields? I don't know.
Yeah. But Danian is in a really awkward spot, and that results in him being annihilated. So they lose control of this point. They don't have Kel'Thas. They do have a few percents to wait to try and like get back on here, but they might just give this up.
Yep. Lucio's back. We got all players back in here. See if Han Banana can ride this.
Yeah, they
About to
can.
take down both towers, and they might actually migrate after this. I don't know if they're going to look for this tower, this keep here. Yep, they're going top.
Yeah, a lot of teams what they'll do is prep those next objectives because the early one is not strong enough to like seriously take down too much. And if you're just taking down the front walls, you can potentially get the well in the top, which means that the next objective, which happens in the top lane here, is going to be much easier for you to win.
Yep. Now they're carrying this to the bottom, I'm assuming.
It looks like they went back.
Nope, they actually want to go for this keep. Okay.
Oh, Aviato gets caught out. Overpower secures the kill, and with that protector there, well, the protector helps smack down Thrall.
Yeah, this Transformer is just wreaking havoc. Not caring too much. They already got a pick on Thrall.
Yeah. Oh my God, Kel'Thas lost about half his life from the protector there. Thankfully, Has the Lucio there to keep him alive. And now they're going to go and steal this because they have level 10s. They can do whatever they want right now. And Banana. They're going to make themselves turn this map probably blue and send themselves to a victory. ADN almost getting caught out there. Nice slide from the ETC, preventing him from getting taken over to the
Man,
side of Ham Banana.
yeah, the presence and the amount of tools that Medivh is able to provide his team is just it needs to be looked at by other teams. I mean, he's just so much. Even if you can't get enough healing, you got shields, you got teleports, a lot of things that Ham Banana can get away with that they shouldn't be able to just
Oh, the
because of the Medivh.
invade! Oh, there's Goodian. He's been polymorph. They get control at this point. They don't even use the APOC either. They do use the polymorph, but it's not going to matter. Ham Banana comes in and says, "This is ours. Who do you think you are? Taking our camp." And
Yep, go back to what I was saying about Medivh.
yeah,
He's just gonna find out where they're trying to do their camps and then just have his team invade.
so we now have almost the full map blue. We have one turret already on the side of Ham Banana. They're getting a second one. They're prepping their siege camp. They're going to get more pressure on the top lane. So this is going to be very hard for Proyect XD to be able to successfully fight for this B point. Although they're looking for this Sonya, if she pushes out too far, they might be able to get her. Sonya is a little bit too smart for Proyect XD as she just backs away. And they'll clear this up pretty
Yep.
much for free, though.
Yep, they're having Medivh come back up and scout and kind of give information for his team. Hey, they're all up here. They might be migrating here, and they're using Medivh strategically right now, just to give all the information and tools that they need. But we've got a fight right here.
They'll just back away safely. Nothing too big. And in the bottom lane, they're getting themselves some value. I'm not quite sure this is the way to go for Ham Banana to try and get that, especially when they only managed one of the two towers.
Kind of a slower game right now, but effective nonetheless for him. Banana, they obviously have that one tower down,
One
and the
thing,
next objective point, 20 seconds before they can reposition correctly.
yeah, they are trying to get themselves closer to 13. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll be able to get there without taking this front wall, um, which it looks like they can go and take this for free, and it looks like Ham Banana is going to take the fort, trade out a fort top, while Proyect XD is looking to try and get 13. And they'll be able to get themselves
Yeah, I don't.
close to there, but it won't be
This
enough.
trade seems really awkward for Proyect.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, they've now prepped the top even more. They've taken control of the point. They're already at 20% in Rising. And now they're going to start working on the walls here from the bombs of Li Ming. The only
She does a lot of
upside,
work on.
yeah, they've done a good deal of work, Li Ming. The only upside for Project XD is that they have a lot of questing talents. Mana Addict is done, Prog Rock is done, um, Crash Lightning nowhere near done. I guess about halfway. And Advanced Arcaning definitely nowhere near done. And Project XD is just. It looks like they're going to give this up altogether at this rate.
Yep, Ham Banana prepping this health regen. The health pack is in their possession, and they're ready to fight. It looks like.
No one on Hand Banana picked up the extra one. Um, there's no way they take this protector for free. I'm not really feeling the Project XD rotation bottom and completely giving this up.
Yeah, this infinite value of push right now is like, essential. I mean, Proyect is gonna have to counter, effectively poke away the enemy right here, and we'll see if this Phoenix can do it.
They are getting a lot of damage out onto that protector. They are going to lose their front wall, but the upside is they've essentially neutered the protector to the point where it can't do that much more. They'll have it down in the next 15 seconds.
Only bottom lane being essentially in Proyect's favor, while mid and top are being just pushed outright by Ham Banana. I think they feel really comfortable about this right now.
Yeah. So Ham Banana is going to be able to prep the bot lane now at this point for the next objective, which will be on C. So they've done like a fantastic job of just sitting there and prepping each lane for each objective, getting themselves a big XP lead. I mean, they're running away with this game at this point. There's the slide, not going to connect with anyone. There's the wave of force, just kind of knocking around ETC, and they're closing in on 16 at this point. If you're Project XD, what do you think they need to do?
Well, they need to understand that Medivh is around and he's giving them a lot of essential information. So maybe they can bait out a certain team fight and catch them out of bad positioning. Um, Speaking of, here comes the APOC, and they're just about to
Oh,
fight right now.
there's the three-man mosh, but it's not going to be good enough. Medivh using that polymorph, but they are so low on the side of Ham Banana. Draco is about to go down. He manages to port on out, and Gudian is
Wow.
now just managing to start the spin to win. Oh no, doesn't survive the spin, and oh no, Phoenix is out. Gudian is out. Idian are out. They trade 1-for-1 here, which is pretty good for Project XD in that they have such a large deficit still to recover from.
Yeah, excellent play by the Medivh, though, saving a couple members for essential even more than losing just one. But they only lost one, which was the Sonya.
Yeah. Sonya went in pretty deep. It looked like she would have traded out the kill there for the kill toss, but it wasn't enough. And Medivh being able to escape was critical because he was at 28 stacks of Arcane Rift, which would have reset it altogether. Although at this rate this game is going, he may not actually complete it. Anyways, but like you pointed out, the polymorphed I think actually was critical to a Project XD not actually walking away with a clear cut win. It canceled it out on 3 members, and they would have just had their way with Project XD if it wasn't for Medivh there.
Yeah, the power of Medivh, man, resetting situations, causing the enemy team to waste cool or go on cooldown for many of their abilities is super valuable if played right.
Yeah, they're now looking for a rotation down S5. They're trying to play really safe, but they also have to be concerned with that top lane, which is pretty much gone. They have the camps there to deal with, and Project XD needs to get themselves there 16. And Ham Banana is potentially looking for the fight. I mean, they should look for the fight before they hit 16, but it looks like they're opting to just have Medivh kind of trail their shadow.
Yeah, one of the most annoying things is having that crow follow you around and be like, "Hey, here they are, and here you guys are. What are you gonna do? I'm watching you all day."
I feel like
It's really annoying.
yeah, I feel like Blizzard needs to add in some sort of like sky kind of emote for Medivh to truly be like even more annoying. Like you can get a sound effect of him going cacaw over and over again, kind of like how you can make Falstad whistle over and over again.
Nice.
Oh, there's the slide, but ETC is put in a corner, but Baby won't be put there. There comes the Earthquake, APOC. APOC isn't connecting. Mosh Pit on one, but it doesn't matter.
Polymorph.
There's the value. Phoenix,
The
however.
breakdown. They're looking at Fennec.
Ooh, Defop goes down.
They don't even care right now. They just want to fight. They got shields, heals, and lots of sustain. Sonya does go down though.
Oh, Diablo is super deep, pulls out the Kel'Thas, but it's not going to be enough, I think. The Medivh shield saving the day. Ray, can he survive? There's the flailing arm. And there is no more mana on the side of ETC, and Kel'Thas is nowhere to go because he has such low HP. He needs Lucio to heal him up before he can re-engage. That was absolutely crazy, that fight.
Yeah, Ham Banana securing this point. They got 2 turrets up. They only lost 1 member on that, and they also have Medivh to provide for shields. Combined with burst healing of Stukov, they have this pretty much locked down.
Yeah, they can come and refight this as 5. They'll be able to get here in time. Project XC. I think Project XC, if they can make it to 20, might actually outscale and Banana. Just the way some of these fights have been going better and better as the game has been going on. Kind of like how I pointed out, they have the questing talent, so advanced targeting still nowhere near done. But he's getting close to hitting the 30, the magical 30, and Crash Lightning is only 8 away from being done.
Yeah, this is a crucial moment for Proyect. This is actually going to make or break this game. I mean, are they going to be able to secure this? Are they going to be able to push with it? And even if not, Ham Banana can actually just push down lanes and take camps, which I think they're going to do.
Yeah, this is a really ballsy call to take this camp, but they know exactly where Project XD are because they saw him on the map because they're clearing the wave. And so they're going to get themselves another turret to fight, to help them fight. There's a charge at the Thrall. Thrall is being peeled for. Very nicely done. There's the APOC, the EQ, and it's going to hit two members. The silence. There's the B drop, the polymorph
The
coming
breakdown,
in.
though, to save him.
Oh, the
Not
polymorph.
enough
Oh
when you
my
get
god.
polymorphed.
That polymorph value. Thrall trying to do his best. ADN trying to get away. They get the protector though. They get the protector, but this protector is not going to be doing anything on this side of Project XD.
Wow, and Ham Banana is just going to burst down this protector saying, hey, even though you want it, we can just kill it because you're not piloting it.
That polymorph went off. It looked like 3 times onto 3 different people. I don't know if that was the winning polymorph for that team fight, but like that polymorph stopped the ETC, then stopped Lucio, and then stopped Thrall, I believe, and then the silence from Stukov. Like they had 3 members of Project XD sitting in that, and they couldn't do anything either.
Yeah, another valuable, effective tool from Medivh, helping securing, these team fights. Again, his tools are being exceptionally well used by Hand Banana, and they know it.
Yeah, at this point they're taking down Siege Camp, getting more pressure once again into this top lane, which is about to take down the next tower. They can go for a keep in the mid lane. They could even go for the bot lane, and top lane is completely wide open. And this is a 19-minute, protector. A 19-minute protector is going to be super scary. We have another camp being picked up, and Pryak XC just trying to claw their way to 20. But I don't know if they can actually make 20 before the next protector.
Interesting enough, they're leaving the siege camp ready and prepped. They're not going to take it just yet, but they're just waiting.
I really like that. I see too many teams pick up camps way too early. And look at this giant wave that's already been formed top lane. That's going to be a nice XP boost for Pryak XD. There's also the bot lane, which is slowly getting there. And Pryak XD doing this kind of smart. They're like, well, we can't walk out. Let the waves keep pushing on in. We need to get the XP when it's nice and safe, which is right next to our walls.
Yeah, good awareness by Proyect, leaving Phoenix bottom, saying, "Hey, they might show up bottom. Check it out." And he's kind of guarding this area. And now he realizes that they're here, so he's expecting a team to probably show up for this fight.
Yeah. Project XD still not there. A nice portal can, really clench it here. They're getting the front wall, really abusing the fact that they're 20. And Banana has prepped another point for them to get another keep. So even if they don't go for the end game from this A point, they can get themselves multiple, if not all, the keeps. But a
Yeah,
21
they're
minute.
definitely pushing this bottom one.
Ray though, super deep,
Oh,
getting
crucial
slowed.
root by Thrall. Are they gonna secure Diablo?
Oh, there's the
They're
mosh.
committing.
The mosh hits no one. The polymorph hits, and they commit.
They're out.
Yeah, they walk away. They've burnt a lot of heroics. The polymorph has gone down, but it's a short
Yes.
cooldown. The earthquake
Very well
went
played
down.
by Ham Banana.
Yeah, they're able to save Ray, which is critical because no Ray means no win on this A. Although he would respawn with his 100 souls, but that would also mean it's really hard for them to fight with a 0 soul Diablo. So they're still looking for 20, it looks like, before they fight this. They're not going to be able to fight this with 20s, I believe. Like, Pan Banana is going to just get the protector if they don't come on in now. I feel like Playak XD is in a lose-lose situation. Do you lose by letting them get the protector, or do you lose by trying to fight to prevent them getting the protector?
Yeah, either way, Proyect is gonna have to man up and just team up and go for the team fight, regardless. if they want to protect her or not. I mean, this last fight that's about to show is going to determine whether Project is going to be in or out.
Yeah, Kel'Thas needs to cue this wave really fast to hit the 20 for him. This is their 20 fight that they're hoping for. They're about to get it. They got Phoenix coming on in. They're going for the bot. And oh no! Oh no, they've been prepping for that. And Thrall goes down. Um, they waited it out by actually hoping against hope that they could take it. And there's Ray coming on in, a two-man stun. Kel'Thas will survive. There's
Wow,
another
excellent
Q.
APOC
Ooh.
and flip by the Diablo. Medivh securing that last kill on KT.
Yeah.
And we got
There's
Diablo just holding that front line, just crowd controlling everybody, pushing them into walls while this protector works on the core. Even though the Mosh comes out, the silence is there just to kind of push people off. You have Medivh in the background, and this is looking like to be a good game for Ham Banana.
and Banana taking this game by the Banana and just chomping on down on it. Uh, I gotta say, like they played that, incredibly well for almost the entire duration of that game. There was almost no mistakes from Ham Banana. The only moment that seemed like they were about to throw the game was when they were going for that keep. Diablo got targeted by the keep, and they potentially were going to drop there. Thrall did a ton of work. If we look at the damage numbers, he managed top DPS 49k, Sonya 43k, Phoenix 43k, Lei Ming 42k. So like all the DPS was relatively similar. The only one who's not really in the same league would be Kel'Thas, and which we kind of mentioned before. Like why Kel'Thas? Like why pick him up? He's okay wave clear. He's fine for that, but he doesn't feel like he's a very good mage in general versus your alternative choices.
Yeah, I mean, outside of bursting, he doesn't really offer too much. He does have a hard CC, but it's easily dodgeable. His other abilities are generally easily dodgeable. And if you're gonna go KT, kind of want them to be clumped up together. It's like a Johanna would work well there. But I mean, that's why you don't really see KT too much. You see Jaina's instead and Li Ming's.
Yeah, one thing I never mentioned is he went a very strange build by today's standards, which is Sun King's Fury, Mana Tap, Pyromaniac. Actually, that's fine. The Fury of the Sunwell without the Q build, and then he took Master of Flames as well. So I don't think that build actually paid dividends for Proyect XD, and definitely shows on the actual damage. And then we saw once again like people choosing ETC into a very heavy CC comp or interruption comp to prevent him from appropriately moshing, and so he basically got no real value out of the mosh, which is very unfortunate. And we also saw uh, the most OP hero in the game lose both of his games tonight in NGS.
Yeah, I mean, just shows why if you're gonna play the character, you got to know how to, I guess, set him up. In my opinion, I feel like the Q build isn't the way to go with Phoenix, but that's just me. It does work on some maps, but with the threat of like Medivh's or Sonya's in the back, um, Garrosh, Diablo, anything that can hard CC Phoenix it just seems really uh, it makes him doesn't seem as scary.
Yeah, he's definitely not as scary. If have uh well, he's not as scary if you don't have the proper setup or you have enough CC to chain him down where he can't just port away, blink away, whatever uh you want to consider it. He basically just goes and gets bodied by the CC train that comes onto him.
Yeah, I mean, big shout outs to Ham Banana. I mean, on that Medivh, we don't see too many people running Medivh, mainly because he's either banned or just people don't know how to play him. But they just showed why Medivh is just valuable. He's a very
Yep.
valuable character. I mean, you don't need numbers with him, but the tools and utility and everything else he provides is just so good.
Yeah, he they came out swinging with the Medivh, and the final numbers there for Medivh. I mean, Medivh was he did as well as Kel'Thas in actual DPS. He never died. I don't believe he completed his quest, but it was fine. Like he made some great plays with the portals, the polymorph, and that's all that matters is getting that and those portals, polymorphs, and his force of wills, the utility involved there. Like if you don't need the DPS between the Diablo in wall charging, and damage from Li Ming, um, it's just kind of like icing on the cake at that point because Sonya just had a field day as well. Like Sonya on the side of Han Banana was the top DPS. You know, you don't often see Sonya like beating Li Ming, beating a Medivh, all that. But this Sonya absolutely went bonkers on Proyect XD. So that's going to do it for tonight's shoutcast. I would like to thank nRg for joining me, and I hope you all thank him too, either in chat or checking out his own Twitch streams, his own Twitter, which is in the uh corner over there. And once you check him out, maybe you'll be able to see him do his own shoutcast as well, as this was first time he had the opportunity to shoutcast for Heroes of the Storm and also shoutcast for Nexus Gaming Series. So thanks so much for joining us, and it's been a blast to have you all watching all these games. And I appreciate everyone who has followed. Um, any final words for our viewers? nRg?
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Obviously, thank you guys for watching. This is all very informative for all of us, whether we play the game or not. And I hope it was informative and entertaining as I try to do. And I hope it gets this opportunity again. And I enjoyed casting with you, Kuma. So thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, once again, and enjoy the rest of your night.